Hello everybody, welcome back to the cabin. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. You know, I get criticized every once in a while for having too low-priced items being sold. You can't make money that way. We've gone over that a bunch of times, but today nobody can criticize me for that because I've got it all over the place. You know, $5 plus shipping all the way on up. So we've got some really good mid-range sales, got some high-price sales, got a huge sale on top of it. And that's what I want to talk about today because, well, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. There's a lot of people who would not have made this sale because of something that they do that I don't do. Now, I'm not going to lie, it makes me a little bit nervous. It makes me a lot nervous on two counts for this sale today, but I'm still super excited about it. Let's take a look. First one up is a record over here. I already pulled it. Working Man's Dead right there. Can't complain about the condition of that one. It's pretty darn cool. I like that sale. 26 ones went out on auction. $26 plus shipping. Check out that 7-Up sign right there. I wish I had that. I wish I could sell that. A lot of times the club head cover sales are a little bit low priced, but this one's pretty good. $19. Ping G40. $19 plus shipping on that one. Have another record sale. This one went to a viewer, and it's AC/DC Back in Black. I'm trying to think where I put it. See what happens when I don't pre-set it. Takes forever sometimes to find it. I better put the camera down. All right, here it is, Back in Black, $22.50. I gotta read this message. First, I asked for some bubble bucks and some stickers. We'll definitely get that in there. Learned a lot from watching your videos and making my reselling business make more money. Thank you. You keep up the great videos, great teaching. Thanks. And then check out this name right here. Hoosier Mama Flipper. I like it. Hoosier, not who's your, Hoosier Mama Flipper. Love it. Thanks so much, and I hope you enjoy the record. I was watching a show the other day, and somebody said in the comments that they will not accept a purchase from anybody who has less than 5 feedback on eBay. And it's kind of what I want to talk about. Oh, I was up there getting the American Bubble Boy bubble wrap earlier, and I forgot to put the ladder up. So I sold these right here, $75 plus shipping for these two. I can't grab it. There we go. The top's gonna come off if I grab it this way, I think. We'll see. And these two candles right here sold for $75 plus shipping, and it sold to somebody with 4 feedback. 4 feedback. So are you afraid to do that? This isn't even the one I'm talking about. This doesn't scare me at all, 4 feedback. Of course, one of them is mine because I give automatic feedback. But these blow molds are good. I paid up a little for these. I put them out there for like $100 and then waited until I had a few viewers and watchers. And although this one didn't go to a viewer, I don't think. And I don't know the brand on this one. Hope the top didn't come off. I don't think there is a brand on this one. So, at any rate, those sold for $75 plus shipping, 4 feedback. So if selling to somebody who has 4 feedback scares this person, the next one would really scare this person because they had 1 feedback, and the 1 feedback is mine, meaning this is their first purchase on eBay. Now, really, this doesn't scare me at all. I mean, hey, everybody's got to have a first sometime, right? So here is a Shirt Tails plush. What scares me is getting it out of this with one hand and not breaking something. It just won't want to come out. Watch this. I'll put it between my legs here. See if I can do it this way. There we go. Dave and Carrie get a close look at those jeans. Rick from Shirt Tails, along with 2 other Shirt Tails. We got these down at the 127 from our gracious, wonderful hosts down there, the Updike Family Homestead. Go check them out on YouTube. And go check them out on Instagram and TikTok. They're absolutely awesome. And we sold Pammy and Bogey as well. Do y'all remember Shirt Tails? Are you old enough to remember Shirt Tails? And these were, I think, Hardy's giveaways. I believe that's right. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's right. Hallmark cards. I swear they were giveaways, but oh, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. That one says, yeah, Hallmark. Maybe I am wrong. I mean, it could be Hallmark anyway, and still be giveaways. But at any rate, those 3 sold for $22 plus shipping. First time buyer. Now, I love to sell to first time buyers, but I gotta tell you, this one terrifies me for 2 reasons, and you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. Let me preface it by saying I got this from Uncle Mark at Uncle Mark's garage sale. I thought I would be able to sell this for around $150, maybe $175, maybe $200. I think I want to say I paid 50 bucks. I might have paid 75 total for all three. I might have paid 50 for each. I have to go back and watch that on Garage Sale Nation. And when I got it home, I realized that this wasn't the one I was looking at. The one I was looking at was much smaller. This one was huge comparatively, and there was no record of any sales. So I did a little digging, and you know, Worth Point and all that stuff is very helpful. It is very expensive. I do have a link to it, but I'm not hawking it because unless you're selling weird stuff and a ton of volume, it's probably not worth it to you, but it is to me. So at any rate, this right here, I ended up marking it at $500 plus shipping, and or $450, and I took an offer, and I got just over $425 plus shipping for it. Let me show it to you. Now I'm gonna pop a picture of it up right here so you can take a look at it. This is a crazy good sale. This is going to make a bunch of money. Matter of fact, if you look at all of today's sales, you ever seen those videos? I paid my mortgage at this garage sale or something like that. I don't know if I've done one of those. But quite frankly, all of this stuff, quite literally all of this stuff today is going to make more in profit than my mortgage, which is kind of cool. Now I have a cheap mortgage, but how you doing, Pepper? Pepper wants some treats. Let's go take a look at it. I don't think I really want to undo it. Now, this is not how I'm shipping it, okay? I'm going to take some small bubble and just wrap it just for cosmetic reasons. Then take the large bubble wrap. I'm going to wrap that. Then I'm going to stuff paper in every crevice you can imagine to make it completely immobile. And then I'm going to take it and then I'm going to put it in another box entirely and then give 2 inches around this box. Actually, I'll probably give more like 3, maybe 4 inches around every side. And I'm going to pack it and make it a double boxer with plenty of room in both boxes. I don't even know if I'll use this one because there's probably not 2 inches there. Probably 1.5 inches. So I'll probably take it out of this one as well. I mean, that's a huge, huge money maker right there, and I don't want to break it. Now, let me tell you something, though. This is a first-time buyer. First-time buyer. So how many of y'all would definitely not do this sale? Ooh. I'll tell you what, I am nervous, not really because it's a first-time buyer, though. I'm nervous because of the item itself. And I could take this off and have it packaged up, but, you know, I've been doing this so long, knock on wood. I've been doing this over 2 decades now, and I made all those mistakes packaging years and years ago, and I rarely do now, occasionally, but sometimes I'm not the one packaging all this stuff. So if there's something that comes to you and it's broken and you're like, I got something from him and it was, I might not have packaged it, but I'm definitely going to be the one to package this one right here. Here's why I feel really pretty good about this one. I got a message from this person a few times. Remember that video back a few days back when I was like, please don't send me personal messages on eBay. This was one of the big deals. I had missed a couple of their messages, and all they wanted was a diameter to make sure it fit in the church that they're putting it in. It was a replacement. This guy actually broke one. And he wanted to buy it for the church. And then he asked me afterwards, he's like, you know, I paid, you know, he paid an awful lot for this one, and I have 2 more. And he's like, you know, would you consider a better deal for a second one? I'd like to have an extra one just at the church in case something ever happens again for some reason. I'm like, oh, sure, I'll consider it. And I come up with a number. I told him I'd give him it for $300 plus shipping, but I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait, make sure this one got there safe, make sure there's no problems whatsoever. And that is a little bit due to the fact that it's a first-time buyer. And I don't want to ship off 2 and then have to deal with 2 different things. I'm going to ship 1 off. And if you just want one for, you know, extra, I was like, you know, hit me up next month and we'll do the second one. So we'll see. Plus, it's pretty cool. This guy was pretty nice in the messages. So I feel pretty darn good about this one. And it makes sense, right? This might be somebody literally looking online. Let me read it to you. 1930 skyscraper milk glass Art Deco pendant original wedding cake shade. Because it looks like a skyscraper or a wedding cake. Oh, Pepper. I can't have you up here today. Now you're really scaring me. I think I'm going to put this one on the floor. So, at any rate, would you do this? I'm pretty excited about it. We go from an all-in $550 sale, or no, not quite, over $500 sale, to a $7.60 plus shipping. So, and here it is, $7.60 for this one. TaylorMade titanium vintage head cover, 3-wood head cover, $7.60 plus shipping. By the way, Aunt Lori, I know you watch the show, so you're probably going to see this and be like, oh my goodness, Uncle Mark. So I'm going to take y'all out to dinner anywhere you want next time I'm down Raleigh way. You guys are amazing. Thank you for that incredible deal. I don't think either of us realized it would be worth that much. And I know you'd be the first one, Uncle Mark, to tell me that, you know, just keep it. It's a fair deal, whatever. But I'm taking y'all out because I'm excited. This is going to make far more money than I thought it would. And, well, let me just say, let me wait till it gets there safe and sound. Next item was something you might remember me picking up when I was up there in Minnesota this summer. I was out with Chad. I just sent a message out on Instagram when I was up there at VCon. I'm like, hey, anybody want to take me garage sale? And he's like, sure, I think this is the right one. I'll have to double check. Minnesota Golden Gophers, little beanie. And, you know, I was trying to find stuff that would be easy, not breakable to bring home, and paid 50 cents or something for this, $1 maybe. Sold for $12 free shipping. So after fees, after shipping, that's and cost of goods, it's probably around a $5.50 to $6 profit, somewhere right around there, probably closer to $6. Sold some guitar strings, and these have been in the store quite a while. Had to lower the price at one point down to $9. Sold a bunch of them off, but these were hard sellers for some reason. I can't even find them. Robbie's door, no. Maybe it's all the way down here. What have I done with him? I'm gonna have to find them for y'all. Maybe we'll check down here. Yeah, there they are. What do you know? Who's that? Chris, old school picker. Congrats on 5K, by the way. And I think it's this one right here. I think these are the same. Yep. They sold for $9 free shipping. We are well into the pure profit at this point, so you know it's $3-4 profit right there. Sold some Coke ornaments, polar bear Coke ornaments. Surprise, surprise! And 2 of 3 were sold to viewers, but they were the same viewer, so that's not a surprise either. Ordy, thank you. Grabbed this one. I think this one is cool. The bottle opener. That's one of my favorites. And that one right there, the Coke fridge thing, or not even fridge. It's like a vending machine. That one's pretty cool as well. And this was $7 plus shipping, $10 plus shipping, I think. And then this one, I think, went to a non-viewer. That is $7 plus shipping on that one right there. Some of you may remember what we lovingly called the High on the Hog sale. It was a Friday sale, and I just went with my folks. I'm like, hey, we'll see if we can find something. And we found a ton of Harley stuff. And I started to keep track of it, but the problem is I didn't list everything. It got buried in my death pile. It's been sitting there ever since, and there's crazy, crazy money in some of the Harley parts we found. But the biggest disappointment about this sale is I asked her, I'm like, do you have any t-shirts? She's like, oh, we took all that stuff to the Goodwill months ago. Like, oh my gosh. Because everything was vintage Harley. It wasn't, you know, like 2009. It was the 80s. There was probably thousands in t-shirts. But we still did really, really well. And we've made money even on the little amount that I've listed. And there's a lot more to go. And you'll probably see it once we get out into the, there it is right there, into the SupplyHut here pretty quick. Very quick. Matter of fact, I should go out and give you an update. Let there be light update. There you go. That Harley belt buckle right there. Sold for $50, which means it's around a $39 profit on that one. We spent $170 at that sale. We're going to make a ton. We're already up money. $384 so far. All right, look, y'all. Turner's playing football. Dobby's over there doing something, but look. See, they got light in there now. All the outlets are in there and all that stuff. Maybe I'll show you at the end of the video right here. The granny square sold right here. The Afghan sold. I always put Roseanne in the title if it's a granny square. And it sold pretty quick. And I can't remember how much I paid for this one. And it's going to come out on a video here pretty darn quick. So I'll see it when you see it. This is not a huge one. That one that I sold for $100 plus shipping was like 8 feet. It was longer than 8 feet. This is, I think, at its longest point, like 50-ish inches. Something like that. And it's got a couple of minor issues, but it's very well done. It's a very nice Afghan. I love the colors in it. And this one sold pretty darn quick. $39 plus shipping. And this one went to Larry. He's a viewer, been reselling in one form or another for about a decade, but has been doing it full-time on eBay and Etsy. Larry the Picker 18 now for about 6 months. My girlfriend saw the blanket on one of your shows, and now it's a Christmas present. He says he's learned a lot watching the shows. That's very, very kind. Hopefully, since you've got so much experience, you can chime in below with people's questions and help me answer them, because it is getting hard to keep up. Take care. Larry, thanks so much. Hope you enjoy the Afghan. Next one went to Hannah, and Hannah, I think it's Hannah, says that she is in Seoul, South Korea right now. So I don't know what address I'm sending this to. If I'm sending it there, if I'm sending it somewhere in the U.S., that's my guess. That Toto record, look at that, 6, is in very good condition. Well, the outside, of course. I can't remember the inside, but that one sold for $5 plus shipping. $5. So not too much money, but you know what? We've done so well on the records. We're still making money on it. So, and I'm glad a viewer got such a great deal. And Hannah says she wants some Bubble Bucks, so we'll send you some American Bubble Boy. Bubble Bucks for sure. And she says, proud owner of Commonwealth Flipper's worst sale ever. It's not my worst sale ever, and I'm happy you got it. Thanks. Sold a lot of these Harrier files, rasps, whatever you want to call them, for horse hoofs. And these are the 4 right here. And those sold for $39 plus shipping. A viewer, Lori, thank you, Lori, picked up a Z28 keychain. I sent out some offers, and when I do that, I send out a coupon as well. And then she picked up a couple of Homeschool Hustler items as well. That sold right there. Who's that? Chewbacca. I'm not going to make you do the Chewy sounds. Can you do a Chewy sound or not? No. I can, but I'm not going to embarrass myself. That's not the Chewy that we got from Lotta Josh a couple years ago. But Chewy's one of your favorites, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. What?
I said one of my favorites.
One of your favorites. All right, and check out this. This is also one of your favorites. Yep. Viewer's mama decided to make a lot of maters. Which one's your favorite mater? They're kind of cool. I think I like that one.
I like this one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So I don't think any of them are die cast. Actually, that one is. That one's really nice. That one is too? Yeah, you're right. You're very right. Anyway, all of that sold for $48, I think, something like that. Very, very cool. That blanket's coming down, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, well. Well, you tell Lori thank you.
Thank you, Lori.
All right, and that's definitely way more than enough. You're going to make enough to do what?
$6, spend $1, and $28. Bye.
Sold some more ET stuff. What do you know? So one necklace right there. I think that's $6 plus shipping. 2 Gertie pins, separate sales. $6 plus shipping, $6 plus shipping. And a 3D ET head pin. I think those are $9 plus shipping. Or 8 plus shipping for those. And I didn't see any messages from any viewers, so I don't know if they are or not. Sold another Grateful Dead item, but this time it's a DVD, not a record. I bought these in this sale the other day, that $30 DVD buy, and I saw a bunch of stuff that I knew would sell, and I figured there was probably 3 or 4 things in there. After it sold, it would make our $30 back, and then we'll take the rest and put it in the antique booth. And then there's many different lots of hunting DVDs that'll make, you know, 50, 60, 80 bucks. And so we're going to end up turning that 30 into probably 150, maybe a little less, but not too bad, and they'll be fairly quick sellers. This one right here, The Closing of Neverland, sold for $10 plus shipping. Sold another record. This is to Brad and Denise. It is Pink Floyd, a collection of great dance songs, and the condition is not terrific, but it is an interesting LP for sure. So thank you all for that purchase. I appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for what you do to make the reselling journey understandable and fun. Well, thank you. My wife and I sell as You Betcha MN Deals. UBETCHAMN Deals. You sharing your family's journey with us is greatly appreciated as well. I can't wait for the dance tunes. Peace to you and yours, Brad and Denise. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the LP. Sold some more bumper stickers at around $8, I think, plus shipping. And we are just about sold out of these. 5 at a time. We're not making much money, but we did it so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I know they're curled up, but they flatten out nicely once you put them in a little once you package them up and use some of the cardboard. So headed out of here. I don't think we have too many left of those. Sold another Radio Shack RC battery pack. Right there, they're selling for around 25 bucks on those guys right there. And we are getting really low on them, thank goodness. Next item is something I normally say not to sell, and I probably shouldn't have bought these, but I bought them for multiple different reasons, and they were super cheap, so I am making money on them. And that is Snow Babies. And this is the one that sold it. Sold to Chris, sold to a viewer. Balancing Act, that one is called. It's like a baby ornament. Sold for $7.55 plus shipping. And, you know, we're into these not for very much, so we are making some money. And there was a couple really good ones in that lot, which is one of the reasons why I bought it, even though the rest of them weren't terrific. But you know what? $7.55 plus shipping, super easy, sold super fast. They're sawing a bunch of stuff out there. I think the front board for the shed is going on. It's gonna make it look a lot better. Hi, I enjoy both of your YouTube channels. Thank you, Commonwealth Picker, Commonwealth Flipper. I have been learning a lot about things to look for at yard sales and flea markets, Chris. Hopefully you learn not to look for well, you can look for them. They just gotta be cheap, but they rarely are because people think they're worth a lot of money. But really, Snow Babies aren't, but there are some good ones, just like any other category. And my suggestion is to go and just type in whatever the item is, in this case, Snow Babies, go to completed listings, sold listings, highest priced first, and then you'll find the bolos, even in an item that you're not supposed to pick up. Hey, y'all, watching a ridiculous podcast, but doing some packaging here. So this thing is got 2 inches all around it. Well, about 1.5 inches over here, to be honest with you, and it's well packaged inside this box. And then we've got all of this extra space right here in order to cushion it, putting it in a second box. We'll top it off like this and ship it. It's going to be just fine. Pretty confident, 99.9% confident in it. This is, Christmas tree boxes are great, by the way. And it's a great time to find them on the side of the road. I put the blow mold candles in here, took the tops off of them to keep it shorter. So pretty happy about that one. Are you happy about that one? No? I almost forgot the pig, the glass pig paperweight that sold for $15 plus shipping. And it did sell to a viewer, Deanna from Ohio. So I love watching both the picker and the flipper shows. There comes a time in life when I need all the cheering up that I can get because of my health concerns. Please keep up the great work. The community that you have created amongst the pickers, well, I haven't created it, but thank you. I appreciate that, especially with your Facebook channel as well. She says she always checks us out first on YouTube. Thank you. And could you please send me some bubble pucks? Absolutely, we can. Hope you enjoy the paperweight.
Sophie.
Reagan, I've had a bunch of questions about ornaments lately. So just to clear it up, because we're going to add another ornament to the mix, we got all these ornaments, and they're different. Julie sent them to us. Check them out. The Flyp ornament. There's different ones. That one has antlers.
Oh, I didn't
And then
realize
there's
that.
a couple
Christmas
that don't.
hat.
Yeah, they're all different. Well, they're not all different, but there's a little
It's
bag.
got a little present. Aw.
And
Oh, that one's red.
that's right.
That's
So
cool.
is this one. Julie came across them, and we've sold them before, but we usually do 50-50 auction splits, charity splits, and that's what we're going to do with these. I bought these off of Julie. She was kind enough to send me a message and say, hey, you want to buy them from me? I'm like, sweet.
You can't have it.
So Julie, thank you. So those ornaments are going to be 50-50 slips. We gave her the first choice. She wanted to give the charity money to Ronald McDonald House, and so we'll do that with the very first one. We'll put it up for auction. We'll do, you know, 1 or 2, I guess probably 2 a week, because Christmas is around the corner, believe it or not. Sophie's excited to see
Yeah,
you.
you like them.
That's right. And so there's those ornaments we're doing the charity auctions with. These ornaments right here, I buy off of Reagan. She makes them and sells them at her, what's that called?
All good things, Christmas something. I just call it Christmas craft fair.
Okay, and she goes out and she sells at the craft fair. Go to GarageSaleNation.net, or well, no, not .net. Go to Garage Sale Nation Facebook group if you're around our area. And it's like after Thanksgiving, I think.
I think it's the weekend after Thanksgiving.
If you want to come meet Reagan, she sells them pretty reasonable in my opinion. Her own art. Can you show it to him real quick?
Yeah.
And so this year, and normally we've done like 1 or 2. This year I wanted to buy a bunch from her, and she agreed.
Yeah.
Last year she didn't because she wanted to make the money on her own, and she always makes a bunch of money at the fair.
Uh-oh.
But we're adding to it this year. And we're going to give some,
Okay.
we're going to put some on
These are some of
we're
the
not going to
ones
auction
I'm gonna
these
be.
off, though. We're going to put them on CommonwealthPicker.com.
These are some of the ones I'm going to be making for you.
That's right, and she's going to make a bunch of different ones. Let me see snowman.
Got snowman. There's different snowmans too.
A bunch of different ones. She'll sign the back, but then these aren't even the ornaments that we normally do. So we're going to do 24 of these, and Reagan will get the money, and then we're doing charity auctions for these. And then the other ornaments are her design and Blue Ridge Mama design, and it's 40 of them. They're going to be numbered and signed.
Some of you have seen the ornament before, you just don't know it.
That's right. You got it. Any rate, so that might clear it up a little bit. So, and it's a good way for Reagan to make a little extra money too. So, thank you for doing that this year. I know she usually resists it, and I understand. You know, you kind of want to earn that money just like everybody else and not depend on the viewers. But I just know that some of y'all would like something like that. Yeah. So. And we're gonna put them out there for a very reasonable price, and she'll ship them out to you. So. Anyway, does that sound good, Sophie?
Yeah.
Sophie was on the ornament last year, weren't you?
Oh, with the little red Christmas hat.
That's right. Sophie was the star last year, and before that it was the Animan.
We should do Sal.
Sal? Oh, well, now you know it's not Sal this year. Next year, maybe. Anyway, thank you, Reagan, for doing that. Appreciate it. And I guess we didn't talk about things that sold out of the Commonwealth Picker store, but you can still say the slogan. I know, I did it this time.
Oh, okay.
But you can still give them the slogan.
Bye, and don't forget your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com.
I just wanted to tell Jenny. Jenny was the one who won that shirt folder, the Miracle Fold, from one of the Commonwealth Picker videos. I totally forgot about it and then remembered today. And so it is finally on its way to you. Sorry about the delay, and it should be there. Well, maybe after you hear this video, so we'll see. And what else? We did have Reagan had a couple days off, so she didn't mention, you know, don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthPicker.com. And since she doesn't say that, the sales on CommonwealthPicker.com slowed down. So we only had one sale out of that store today. Went to Adela, and she got both the plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table, and she got one of these guys. She got one of the blue CWP Enema Men in order to get her store moving, get some sales. So Adela, we appreciate it. We hope he gets things moving for you. And Maya was the one who bought the Enaman gripper. And I asked her to pick a charity to give the 50-50 charity splits to. And she did pick a charity. It's Friends of Big Bear Alpine Zoo. I have not sent the money yet, but I am going to do so, well, hopefully today, since I have it written on here. And this is my to-do list / storyboard. So maybe I'll have to take a picture of it. And I do that. Do y'all do that? I take a picture of things so when I'm scrolling through my phone, I'm like, oh yeah, that's, by the way, how I remembered to send the shirt folder. At any rate, thank you to Maya. We appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you next.